Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Welcome to my crazy live stream. I hope everybody's doing awesome. So we're getting this thing ready to rock and roll, so give us just 1 second and we will be ready to go. Let me get the chat up on the screen if I can find it. I gotta be able to see your comments, so hold on 1 second, go live. Okay, let's find the thingy dingy. And there it is. Let me find the pop-out chat really quick, and then I will be ready to rock and roll. Pop-out chat, there we go. All right. I think it's time to get this thing going. Thanks for coming out to my stream. I see we got Melon. What's up, Mr. Melon? What's up, Frederick? Awesome to see ya. We got Hector in the house. What's up, Hector? All right, here we are. We are ready to rock, and we are ready to roll. And we're going to go ahead and do it to it. We are going to do it to it for sure. I am in my little control center. I'm in my little control center and we are ready to rock and roll. All right, so we're going to go in here and do some high-speed jams. Hector says, nice music. Thanks, glad you like the music. Kenneth, what's up, buddy? Herbie the Love Bug, hello, hello. What about your T1 Mustang, my friend? What's up, Joshua? How you doing today? Oh, we got Miguel in the house. What's up, man? Thanks, Miguel. Yeah, just trying to find something fun for the background. So what do we want to do? Do we want to lock in the Enzo first or the F40? I'm not even sure if the Enzo's tuned. I think I need to tune the Enzo. So it's not giving me a chance to lock in either. Hold on a second. Alright, so what it's going to do is let me race the first couple of races before the event starts. So even if you don't have the cars, I highly suggest you do that just to get a couple of free things, right? Free things are good things. So, guys, said I got the 512 yesterday. Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Herbie says, Danny, I bet my T1 Mustang is faster than your T1 Golf. Well, it very well might be. I'm not really worried about what crosses the finish line faster. I'm just worried about what works well for different things, right? The Volkswagen is easy to get parts for. You don't have to put in a bunch of extra parts to make it faster. Just throw some fusions on it and you're good to go. To where your Mustang, you got to sit there and dump all these elite tuner tokens in it that takes forever to earn. So I don't know. That's why I don't always suggest the Mustang to people for their first car, because there's a lot of extra work involved in getting parts for the Mustang there. The Mustang's nice, but it's not just cut and dry and easy like the Golf. So my main suggestion for new players is still the Golf, because it'll be all of the bosses, no problem. It's really easy to drive, it's really easy to get parts for, and no extra junk. Melon says the S7 is not that good. Yeah, the Saline S7's a kind of a cool car, but it's not one of the better cars in the game in my opinion. Let me go on live chat. It looks like I'm missing some of the comments. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, now it wants me to select a car. I don't know which one to choose. Let's see. Enzo or F40? Which one do we want? I kind of think I want to lock in the F40 first. And I don't remember how to drive the F40 or the Enzo. I didn't look it up before the stream, so I guess we'll grab the F40, right? We'll lock that one in first. Confirm. This used to be one of my favorite live racing cars for years. Now it's just a big dyno beater, so it's not the best live racer. I mean, you're gonna be able to win some live races with it, but then it's always gonna get bumped on you. So I don't even know if this is tuned properly. I don't know how it's even set up. We're just going in here blind to see how it goes. So we might have to stop and tune some cars here and there and all kinds of good stuff. So I was sitting around playing with my camera and the lighting effects, and next thing I know, like, holy crap, it's time to start the stream. So yeah, that's what happens when you play around with stuff, I guess. What's up, Skies? How are you doing today? Matt says, only the last 2 races were difficult for me, especially the second to last race. Yeah, normally I think they let you get through a lot of it really easily in the hopes that you'll feel like, hey, I'm almost there, I've won. And then they make the last couple of races harder because they want you to buy stuff. They want you to be like, hey man, I'm like 3 races away, I might as well spend some money, right? I mean, these companies are a business, so you can't blame them for having business strategies. To us, it's a game, but you know, it costs a fortune just to keep the servers running, and they got to pay for the employees, the rent, the buildings. There's a lot of money involved, for sure. And they got to make a profit. How much profit they actually make, I always wonder about that. It'd be nice to know exactly how much they make off of us. I have no idea, but I bet it's a lot. Like, it's probably a crazy amount, honestly. Melon says F40. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll tell you what, this car has very slow acceleration and crazy top speed. And I thought I was going to remember the shift pattern on this one because I used to drive it all the time, but I don't. What's up, Stacks? How you doing, my man? Awesome to see ya. Alright, there we go. We got one. We got one. Let's win the next race. But yeah, normally the events are just really easy until you get to the last couple of races. But I do think that's a business strategy. Alright, we got 126 mile per hour top speed. Can we do it? Can we do it to it? I think we can. Bam. Bam. I think I shifted just a little bit too early. And we got her. Sky said, did you start streaming early today? No, normally on Fridays, this is the time I always stream. I guess it's, yeah, 11:30 to 1 o'clock on Fridays, and then Saturday or Sunday or whatever day it is, I stream a little earlier. What's up, Jams? How are you doing today, bud? So, Jams, that was you I was talking to on Discord, right? About the little BMW? I am going to work on a video for that. What I found out is all those Elite Customs cars, except for one, are able to beat the bosses in Tempest. And they're all really easy to get. So, I think Jams was telling me, hey, I took my BMW 325i or 235i, whatever it is, for a dyslexic guy. I have no idea, but one or the other. And after you get a couple of elite upgrades on that, you can actually use that to beat Tempest if you don't have the Porsche Boxster. So I never really thought about it, but once they made those cars Elite Customs cars, you can now put extra parts on them and make them faster, which is kind of cool. 3, 1, go. You know, I used to have a really weird setup for this car that was pretty crazy back in the day, but I changed the parts and it doesn't work anymore. Matt says, I'm really disappointed. Winpoo, what's up, man? That you can't customize the 512. I really wanted to make it look like the one from Miami Vice. Well, the thing is, most cars in this game are not customizable. The lower tier cars, for some weird reason, you can change the paint jobs. Most of the nice cars in the game, you can't change anything unless it's an Elite Tuners, Elite Customs, or a Legends car. Those are the only ones they let us do anything with, which is weird, but that's how they got it, I guess. Colgit says, can I know the performance points for both cars, Danny? What do you mean, my friend? I mean, you're wanting to know how many performance points the 2 cars that I'm using has, or I don't quite follow what you're asking there. But I think when the race ends, you can see my performance points and my Evo points on the cars. Neon says, how did you make so much money? Alright, so I've been playing this game for about 7 years now. And after I finished Tempest and Legends and stuff, at that point, I don't need to keep upgrading cars constantly. So what I normally do is just upgrade one car per season, and whatever else cash I get, I just keep it. So I'm very, very stingy with my resources, and that allows me to save up a lot of money. Now, it's not a fast process. I mean, that's probably like 3 years. That's about 3 years worth of saving and being very stingy with my resources. So it's not like I got that overnight. It took a really, really, really long time. Now, every once in a while, I might upgrade 2 or 3 cars in a season, but most of the time, I only upgrade one. And that's the key. Either don't upgrade anything, or only upgrade one car per season, and that's how you're going to get your money to stack up. Now, if you're one of those crazy people that play the game for like 6 hours a day, the amount of money you would probably stack up would be crazy. I mean, some days I pop on for 15-20 minutes. Some days I'm on here for an hour. Some days I'm on here for 2 hours. So it just depends on the day, right? How much playing I get. Now, I used to play a lot longer, and I used to be able to earn about 1 million game cash in an hour just running those terrible regulation races. It's boring, it's tedious, but that's one way you can do it to earn money quickly. Jams is looking forward to CSR3. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I'm looking forward to that. It doesn't, from what people are telling me that have access to it, it seems like it's going to be extremely pay to win or pay to play, I guess. I don't know. And I don't really like the looks of it, personally. I would much rather play this game, but we'll see what happens, I guess. It's still in very early beta testing, or it might even be in alpha testing still. But I'm not really looking forward to it. I like this game. Alright, we had a speed trap of 137 miles per hour. Yeah, the electricity come back on. I'm not really sure why it took them so long to take it down, because there was a big tree branch that fell and took out a power line. And normally normally once they show up, that's something that takes them like 30 minutes to an hour to replace. I don't know if they had to like wait till someone brought a new telephone pole or what, but all I can tell you is we waited and we waited and we waited, and finally around like 5 p.m. I went down to where the tree was, and I'm like, they're still working on this? They were just starting to put the wiring back up and stuff. I don't understand why it took them so long to do that. But yeah, we were out of electricity for, I don't know, 5-6 hours the other day, because the tree fell down. But yeah, they showed up at like, I think they showed up around 3 o'clock, and the electricity didn't come back till 7:30ish. So I don't know, we were out for around 4 to 5 hours once they showed up to try and fix it. But I'm just trying to figure out why it took them so long. The only thing I can think of is maybe they put in a new telephone pole, because it does look new. It's a different color than what I remember. So I think they did. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe they put in a new pole. A pole. Pole, whatever. Same thing. Alright, Amco says, guys, is the John Cooper 3-star tier 2. Alright, so the John Cooper Works Mini Cooper is a nice little car. It's really weird and awkward to drive, I think. It's got a weird shift pattern. I don't remember exactly what it is about it that I don't like as far as how it drives, but it's actually a nice car once you get used to it. So yeah, that's a good little car overall. I mean, I guess it also depends on what you're trying to do. Oh, you're trying to use it for Tempest. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember for Tempest if it makes it or not. I'm pretty sure it does, but don't quote me on that. It's hard. I've been playing the game so long, and they've got over 1,000 cars in the game now. It's really hard to keep track of what cars do what offhand. But it's a really nice little car. I'm pretty sure it's capable of Tempest, but I'm like only about 80% sure. Does anybody know for sure? Because I am not remembering offhand. Neon says, you guys have tips for leveling up. Are you talking about your rank? Just simply play the game and you rank up. So the more you play, the faster your rank will go up. It's not something that goes up quickly, but I mean, if you were to spend like, let's just say you spend an hour a day on the game, you'll rank up nice and slowly but steadily. If you spend 3-4 hours a day on the game, you'll probably start ranking up crazy fast, but just play, just do all the daily stuff, do some live racing, do some showdowns, do whatever you can on the map, and you will just slowly rank up. What's up, JP? How many parts do I have on my Enzo? JP, I don't know, man. Once I lock in the Enzo, I got to make sure I've even got parts installed on it. Like, I know I built it, but I don't know if I installed all the parts. So I might have to go tune it and install the parts and everything once it's time to lock that. Oh, it's time to select it. All right, we're about to find out. Let me lock in the car. Then we're gonna go run a race and go check out the parts. I'm not even sure if I've got the stage 5 parts fit or not, because I know I upgraded them, but once they were delivered, I'm not sure if I ever finished putting them on, so we'll find out in a second. 3, 2, 1, go. If I remember correctly, I think I had 1 or 2 stage 6 parts for it, which hopefully is going to be enough. All right, ba-bam. There we go. So JP saying he barely squeaked out the event. Interesting. I've heard some people say they did it with hardly any parts installed. So that's interesting. We'll find out. Alright, here's the Enzo. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I've been hearing different things from different people about how easy or how hard this event was. Yeah, I think I definitely need to make some changes on this car. 1 second. Ahmad said there's a new trip called American Road Trip. That's a rerun event, right? That event, I probably have a little video on that event, but that's a rerun event. So they brought it back. The car for the event is really cool if you can get it. Wait, what is this? I don't know what I just did there. What did I just quit? I'm confused. Oh well. Let me go back to the car and make sure we got the parts installed. But yeah, basically, it's got a really cool car. Alright, hold on a second. Let me grab my free stuff here really quick. Rewards, I'll take those. Thank you. Now we got to install some parts on this car and we got to tune it. So we're just going to do a really quick install and tune here. Alright, we got 1 stage 6 part. So what Miguel is saying means I might have a little bit of trouble here, because Miguel is saying I'm going to need some parts for this car. So I may or may not be able to make it. Whoops, don't want to do that. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best. I can always open some crates as I have to. I'd rather not, but if I have to open some crates, I guess we will. So let's go tune this bad boy. Now, I know this car has one of those low performance point high Evo tunes. I don't think it's like a super good one, but I think I will set this car up for live racing here. So, all right, so we're getting 12, 14, 15, 17, 18. Oh yeah, we're getting some points here. More than likely that's going to go this way. No! It must like to go the other direction. Yep, this is one of those weird cars where the tires go a couple notches in the other direction. 41, 42. We'll go ahead and throw it right about there for now. Alright, so we got a dyno of an 8.1 at the moment. Let me play with my transmission again. Alright, we'll just go with that. Tire pressure. Alright, we got 92. 92. Alright, we're going to go with that right there. We are ready to rock and roll. Hey, Click Fast, what's up, my man? How are you doing today? Ahmad, how's your day going, man? He says, so many lock-ins. So unfortunately, if you're looking at these big events, right, you got 5 different lock-ins, which is going to be, if you don't have the cars, that's going to cost several $100s to get the cars and level them all up. So as you can see, I never actually did this event, right? I don't even know, like, according to this, I don't have a car for lock-in number 2, so I would have to get that car if I wanted to do, oh crap, sandwiches, get off of my screen. So lock-in number 3, I have a car, but it's, ooh, I do have one I can do for lock-in number 3 that's leveled up. For lock-in number 4, what do we get? So I don't have anything leveled up for number 4, right? I would have to level up another car. Just remember, every one of these tier 5 cars you level up is about 7 million game cash just to get it up to stage 5. So these events can be very, very expensive. I mean, the car you're going to win is awesome, but I skipped that event last time because that's just a lot of parts and game cash to throw into a car. If that makes sense. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. One thing about this game is if you don't have a gigantic wallet, you just have to learn that you probably can't do most of the bigger events. So do what you can do. Do all the little daily stuff and enjoy that. And then skip the stuff that you're not able to do. That's really all there is to it. For example, I buy a $20 car. When they're selling a car for 20 bucks that I really like, I don't mind buying a $20 car 2 or 3 or 4 times per year, but I can't afford to spend $500 to do an event every time a big event pops up, so. Alright, what am I running? I got a really bad launch. There we go. We're doing 8.2s, not too bad. Hey, Scott Guy, what's up, man? He says, good luck without parts. I might have enough. I don't know. We'll find out. We're on 16 out of 60. EKT, how's it going? Nice to see ya. The American road trips are very, very hard to do events. Unless you're rich. 3, 2, 1, go. So I believe this car, you either do second nitrous or second third nitrous. I can't remember. I'll have to do a couple test runs and see what works better. So I got an 8.163. And that was second nitrous. Let's try second, third nitrous on the next run. And see if we can beat 8.163. Yeah. I've been wanting to upgrade this car for a while just for the live racing setup, but I never really had a reason to. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third nitrous. What runs better? What runs better? And I didn't even really need to shift into the last gear. Ooh, that ran better. Okay, second, third nitrous seems to be the way to do it. And one other thing is when you change parts around on the car, you always got to double check your tunes and shift patterns because sometimes it'll change things. Lucas says, wait 0.5 year to elite the McLaren F1 or elite the Gamera. Alright, Lucas, which car do you drive more? Right? The thing is, the F1 is going to earn more respect points than any car in the game, but do you like driving it? If you drive the Gamera more, the Gamera, and you got a great live racing setup on your Gamera, whichever one you use more is probably going to be your best choice. Now, if you drive the F1 all the time and you want to get as many points as possible, go with the F1. But, you know, it's only good to elite a car if you're going to be using it constantly for live racing. If that makes sense. JP says, perfect launch, then second, third nitrous, then perfect shifts. Thank you, JP. All right, here we go. Ba-bam. Steels plays. What's up, my man? He says, I can't finish the last PC race. What do you recommend? All right, so finishing the Prestige Cup is about 3 things. Number 1, having enough parts on the car. Number 2, tuning the car properly for the parts you have installed. And number 3, shifting the car properly for the parts you have installed. So one of those 3 things is holding you back, right? Make sure you open your free crates. Most of the time, it's lack of parts on the car, or it could be one of the other 2 things. So make sure you check your tune and shift pattern and make sure it's running well for your car. And if that's not it, you just have to wait till you get enough parts. So make sure you keep opening all those free crates. Free crates are very good, or you could always spend some keys to open bronze crates if you really like the car enough. Now, personally, I don't think I like that car enough to spend any tokens or spend any keys on it, but that's pretty much the deal right there, unfortunately. Steel Place was, while I get the daily task after this season, I just unlocked the race pass. So which daily task are you talking about? The race pass task, or I think there's different types of daily tasks in this game, so I want to make sure we're on the same page. Now, the original set of daily tasks, they've been talking about getting rid of that. I'm not sure if they're actually going to remove it from the game, but they were actually saying they were going to remove all of the daily tasks and only have the race pass tasks. Jam says, Danny, will we be seeing you finishing the West Virginia event? Probably not. Probably not. It would be nice to have the car, but I'm going to have to spend most of my gold and a lot of my resources to get that car. And I'm not even sure if I have the parts to level some of those cars up, right? That's just a resource destroying event, unfortunately. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. And it did not shift into third. That's one of the problems with the bigger events. They will just rip your resources down to nothing, and then you'll be broke. Okay, the daily task for the chat is, now that's something I remember getting right away as a brand new player. How many new players are here that don't have that? Let's go back out to the garage for a minute. How many of you guys have this, and how many of you guys don't? Because I wonder if maybe they're just not giving this to newer players anymore, because they said they were going to get rid of it. And they were supposed to have done that already, but they haven't yet. So how many of you guys are getting these little daily tasks right here? I've heard a lot of people saying they no longer have this, but I still have it, and a few other people I know that have been playing for a long time have it. So I'm thinking maybe newer players aren't getting it, but these seasoned players are still getting this. I'm not 100% sure though. Hey Robert, what's up, my man? Awesome to see ya. How's your day going? Hope you and Sue are doing well. Hope all is well. McVin says, I'm still getting them. I love these rewards. Jams is still getting them. Melon's got them. ClickFast says, I have it. Are there any new players here that just started who are not getting this? I guess that's the question here, because We're trying to find out if he's got a glitch or maybe they just don't give it to new players anymore. So it looks like a lot of the people who have been playing for a while are getting that. Steel says, I'm only at level 67. I mean, level 67 is good. I was getting them by that time. Oh, you've been playing for 3 weeks? Nice, nice. Alright, so I've had the Enzo for a long time. I'm not really sure how I got the Enzo. It probably was, I think it was a showdown prize or it came from some sort of event I did. So I've probably had this laying in my garage for like a year or two. How long ago it came out, I don't remember, but I've had it for quite some time, but I just never leveled it up or did anything with it until yesterday or the day before I started to level it for the event. But I got it for free-ish. Like I had to run an event or something to get it, but I don't remember buying it with real money. I could be wrong, it was a long time ago, but I don't remember paying to get this one. So I'm pretty sure it was a showdown prize or an event prize back in the day. I have a very, very bad memory, so I don't remember where half the cars I have came from. But 3, 2, 1, go. I do have some videos on how to drive the Enzo, and from what I remember, it had a really nice setup for live racing, which is probably what I'm going to do with it when this event's over. I'm going to set it up for live racing, and another cool live racing car will be added to my collection, which is awesome. Hey, we got William D in the house. What's up, my man? How's your day going? Robert says, I believe it was an event prize. I wish I had one of those photographic memories where I could remember everything. Some people do. Neon says, I'm level 30 and I've been playing for 3 days. Do you have any tips for... Alright, so Neon, check this out. There is a lot to this game, and I mean a lot. Like, you would think this would just be a really simple drag racing game, but there's so much going on, it's ridiculous. It's an awesome game, but man, there is a lot to it. So if you go to my YouTube channel and you scroll down, you'll see my playlist. Look for my like CSR2 Beginner's Guide playlist, my CSR2 How to Tune Your Cars playlist. You know, there's all kinds of playlists in there that teach you guys everything about the game. So if there's game information you need to know, you're going to be able to find most of it in there. But one of the most important things is don't try and rush anything. Take your time. Don't spend resources if you don't need to. Don't level up a car if you don't have to. Like if you get a new car and you're like, ooh, ooh, this, if you're like, ooh, this one's cool, right? All right, I'm just being goofy. But yeah, if you're like, hey, this is a really cool car, it may not be. It may actually suck really bad. It may be a terrible car. So try and find out if that car is worth your time before you dump any resources into it. Remember, as you beat the bosses, you're going to earn the boss cars from Tempest and the original storyline. Almost all of those cars are junk except for a couple. So don't dump a whole bunch of parts into the boss cars. You'll just be wasting your resources and parts. Play the game a lot. Do a bunch of live racings. Lots of live racing to earn keys. Just do all the little daily stuff, you know. Just do as much as you can every day that's out on the map. But as a new player, you're going to be off to a slow start. I think for me, the first 2 or 3 months, it was really slow. And after about 3 or 4 months of playing, next thing I know, I was like, hey, I'm starting to get a really nice collection of stuff in my garage. Then after like 6, 7, 8 months, I was like, man, I got all kinds of nice stuff. So if you don't spend money, just remember it's going to be a slow progression. If you do spend money, you'll be able to start getting some really nice stuff right away. Just make sure you're buying things that are actually worth buying and upgrading things that are actually worth upgrading, because you don't want to waste your resources. But yeah, those playlists will teach you most of the things you need to know about the game. I mean, that pretty much covers everything. Steel Place is not too worried. The game is cool. I still bought upgraded pass. Yeah, I'll tell you what, for $10, the race passes are a really good value. I mean, you're getting a lot of nice stuff for $10. I'm surprised they don't cost more, to tell you the truth. But if you spent $10 for every race pass, I mean, that's a lot of good stuff, especially if you can complete it all the way. It's a good deal, actually. What do I recommend for Tempest 2? Alright, so check this out. Tempest 2. Which tier are you trying to do? I guess that's the main thing, is the tier you're trying to do, or you just mean like all the tiers? How about this? For Tempest 2, for tier 1, I would either recommend using the Golf GTI or the Boss 302 Mustang if you got enough parts on either one to make it fast enough. For tier 2, you can either try and get the Porsche Boxster. It doesn't matter if it has a star or not, it'll make it through. Or if you have enough elite tokens put into the BMW 325i, I recently found out that that's actually able to beat it, but you will need to put some elite parts in it or it's not going to make it. For tier 3, I would say go with the Mustang. Get the Ford Mustang for tier 3. You can buy that you can buy all these cars except for the Boxster with game cash. Now tier 4 is where it gets a little bit rough, right? Tier 4 is rough. You are going to get some elite tuners cars eventually, so what I would do is wait till you get your free elite tuners car. You can either get the Subaru or you can get the Lancer, right? The game, when I got to the event for those, it gave me one for free, then I had to buy the other one for gold. Now the Subaru has to be pretty much 100% maxed out with all the bells and whistles to beat Tempest 3. And I think the Lancer can do it a little bit easier without being completely maxed, but it's kind of a waiting game for some of this stuff. But that's my advice for tier 4, is use one of those two cars when you get them. So you might need to wait until you get one of those cars. But like I said, most of the boss cars are crap anyway, so I would definitely wait. And then when it comes to tier 5, I would just go ahead and run it with the Toyota Supra GR or one of the other free elite tuners cars that you get, because they're all really, really good for the most part. Melon said something is crap. Oh, the Lambo Performante. Melon says the Lamborghini Performante is crap. 2, 1. It must not be Scottish, because if it's not Scottish, it's crap. Do you guys remember the Saturday Night Live skits of the Scotsman? He would always say, if it's not Scottish, it's crap. That's the only thing I remember about that. I don't remember anything other than if it's not Scottish, it's crap. But I used to really like the Scotsman. William D says lots of crap. Turbo says, when will CSR3 be released? Supposedly it's not going to be fully released till sometime next year. Like right now it's out for beta testing, so some people do have it for beta testing, but we don't know exactly when it's actually going to be released because it's still in early testing stages. Two, one, go. All right, Ferrari F40 attack. I still like this car. Avendrian, what's up, buddy? Do you win Thunder's Charger RT? Thunder's Charger RT. There's no boss car in the game that's a Charger, so I'm not sure what you're referring to by Thunder's Charger, because I don't remember any bosses being named Thunder, but there's not a boss car that's a Charger. Maybe that's one of those cars you can't get. Now, there are some cars in the game that are unavailable to regular players. You might be talking about one of those. JP says they could maybe charge $20. You still have to work for them. You get one free, though I don't know. Alright, not really sure what that comment was referring to, but hey, Alrighty. I'm out of place on the chat, guys. I'm a little out of place on the chat. Steel says T1 Mustang is on the elite card. JP says they have a $30 rip-off pack on the race pass. Yeah, for 30 bucks, right? For 10 bucks, you can get one of each car. So you get 2 cars out of it. If you spend 30 bucks, you can actually get 3 cars. So you're paying like an extra 20 bucks to get one of the other paid cars. I don't know if it's a rip-off pass, but it definitely, maybe they should only charge 20 instead of 30, but Vien says, wait, there's going to be a CSR3. Yeah, they're working on CSR3. It doesn't really, to me, it doesn't look like a very good game. It looks like it's going to have a bunch of blueprints, and there's going to be like, you got to tap a button to drift around corners and all. It looks like, it looks a lot like that old Fast and Furious game that nobody liked. That's exactly what it reminds me of, is the old Fast and Furious game that failed really quick because it was crappy. Shy says, I am not a bot. Well, that's good. Shirizon ready. Butter ready. Alright. I don't think I'm pronouncing that properly. I'm sorry. I'm probably pronouncing that very wrong, but I can't read or speak very well. What's up, Soul? Soul says, please leave a like. Alright, you keep saying any tips. Tips about what? Shriyans. Shriyans? Am I saying that right then? Shriyans. Alright, I'll try and remember that. Thank you. What kind of tips are you looking for? What's up, Ark? There's about 1 million things going on with this game, so I mean, this game has got like millions of parts. There's you know, car tips, there's tuning tips, there's racing the bosses tips, there's legends tips, there's elite tuners tips. I mean, I could go on for hours and hours and hours. Now, if you go to my channel and scroll down, you'll find my playlist that cover just about everything in the game. So if you're looking for very specific game information, there's probably going to be something in those playlists that covers it. But tuning tips. Depends on what you're tuning for. I've got videos. I have a whole tuning playlist that's got a bunch of videos on tuning. It'll show you how to tune for speed traps. It'll show you how to tune for sprint races. It'll show you how to tune for, you know, fastest time across the finish line, and probably some other stuff too. So those are things that you really gotta go watch those videos. I mean, to properly explain it, it's probably going to take 10-15 minutes to explain how to hold on a second. I had a brain fart and I forgot what I was saying. But it's not something that I can just be like, hey, do this really quick, because there's a lot to it. Every car is different. You got to figure out what order to tune the different parts in for each car and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on with tuning in this game. But yeah, I got different type of tuning videos for different types of tunes and whatnot. So hopefully you find those, and hopefully those will be helpful. Tuning's really easy once you get the hang of it. I mean, there's some weird cars, right? You might find a weird car every once in a while that doesn't apply to the rules, or one that's just so finicky you're just like, oh, this one's a nightmare. But 90% of the cars in the game tune very easily once you kind of figure out how to tune stuff. You're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, there's a lot to this game. It's kind of crazy. You would think a simple drag racing game would be simple, but it's really not. Saul says, what's your 10 most favorite vehicles in the game? Oh, that's rough, because I probably got about 50 cars that I absolutely love right now. So trying to pick 10 of them is very, very hard. But I love the Mark IV and Mark V Supra from Elite Tuners. Those are two of my favorites. I love the Fast and Furious Ford Escort. I love the Elite Tuners WRX. I really like the Gameras. The Gameras are awesome. The Regera is a really good car. I love the Regera. I really like my 57 Chevy Bel Air. What else? What else? Yeah, if somebody's asking about La Ferrari, it's a very rare car and it's very hard to get, but unfortunately it is not a very good car at all. It's a pretty bad car. But I don't know, I mean, I just got so many cars that I love. It's hard to pick a couple. There's so many good ones. And I got a lot of really awesome cars just sitting there, not even upgraded yet, because it'll take all your resources if you try and upgrade every cool car that you get. Goku Vegeta, what's up, buddy? Awesome to see ya. Star, I think I said hello to you. If not, hello again. Or hello for the first time or something like that. Peace off, what's up? Yeah, I'm not really sure what's up with the collection thing, right? I don't actually have it. Miguel, if you're still here, how's the collection thing? Are you getting any kind of like bonuses or anything interesting? I know Miguel's got it, but I haven't asked him much about it. Steel says, you reply to so many comments, you're a real one. I'm going to tell you what, replying to everybody's comments and trying to read everything is a pain in the buttocks. Especially when the chat moves down really fast, but I enjoy trying to answer questions. So if I miss anybody's comments, I apologize, but people ask questions, I get to talk and the chat scrolls down, so I do miss certain things. We got Mon in the house. What's up, Mon? Ark says Testa Rosa. Oh, crap. I hit the launch button and it didn't work. What? I'm going to tell you, I think the Bluetooth is laggy. I tried to set this controller up on a wire. Like when I'm doing the streaming, I'm playing on the Xbox controller, but for some reason, when I hook this up with a wire, it's not working right. I need to get a wire for my original Xbox controller. It was so much nicer. Like the buttons feel better. This feels like a cheap piece of crap compared to my original Xbox controller. This is one of the new ones. It is not made as well. And I don't like Bluetooth, but MFU47, how's it going, bud? Yeah, Donna gives you an F50, which is not a fun car to drive. Donna's F50, I actually thought I was going to like that car, but it's a really awkward, weird shift pattern. It's hard to get it right. I don't like it. But yeah, you got to win the F40 out of a crate. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've pulled a Ferrari F50 or F40 out of the crates. I think that's a rare car these days. It used to pop out of the crates a lot, but it's been a long time since I've seen one come out. So unfortunately, I'm not really sure that that's an easy car to get anymore. All right, Miguel says nothing really good. I am still trying to finish the first collection. So what happens when you finish the first collection? Anything? Do you get prizes? Does it give you something? Or is it just like, congratulations, you have a collection? Turbo says, why you don't use the Cobra Jet? For what? 3, 2, 1, go. So the Cobra Jet's a really cool car, but there's way better cars in the game than the Cobra Jet. But I mean, different cars are good for different things. So depending on what you're doing, there may be some times where the Cobra Jet comes in handy. Turbo says for live racing. The Cobra Jet is not really a good live racing car. It's really hard to get a good launch on live racing, and most of the time it runs slow. It's not an easy car to do well with on a manual launch. So it's a very hard car to drive properly. If you don't have to manual launch, it's not so bad, but that car really relies on launching just perfect. And it's not easy to do on that car. Like it's really, really, really temperamental. And if you don't pretty much get a perfect launch, that car is going to be off and run crappy. So like it's a really cool looking car, and it's kind of fast, but it's not really like the world's greatest car or anything. I really liked that car back when I first got it, but I think back then things were different in the game. The game's changed a little bit, so. You gotta remember, we got about 1,000 cars in the game, and only a handful of them are truly like really, really, really good at live racing. Then you got some that are pretty good, and then the rest of them are just kind of hit and miss or terrible at live racing, so. MFU is doing great, awesome. Wenpoo says, whose crew can make 35 million? I need a crew like that. Alright, so it looks like Wenpoo's trying to find a new crew, guys. Does anybody have a crew that hits at least 35 million that can take Wenpoo? ClickFast says, do y'all remember when we got the free Purple Star LB Aventador? Yep. That's a nice car for like everyday stuff. I like that car. I mean, it's not like super, super, super awesome or anything, but that was a cool car to get for free. It's kind of useful every once in a while. Fun car to drive, so I'm glad they gave that out for free. I mean, for somebody who's like new to the game, that's probably going to come in very handy. JP, man. JP, are you alright over there? I just read your comment about the Testarossa. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm not gonna repeat that, but it's funny. 3, 2, 1, go. I like your comment, but I'm not gonna repeat it. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right. Are there any good Camaros? Yes, but I can't remember which ones offhand. I know there's some Camaro. I know there are some Camaros in the game that are really, really, really good, but I don't think I've ever leveled up any of the good Camaros, so I don't really remember what they are offhand. Melon, I think you know what a couple of good Camaros are, right? EKT says, the Copo Camaro is decent. I love that car for everything except for, you're not really going to live race with the Copo Camaro, I don't think. I do really like it for some crazy reason. I like the way it drives, it's pretty fast, but it's not going to be a good live racing car. JP says, you're fine, Danny, I completely understand. William D says, no good Camaro. You don't think there's any good Camaros? I'm pretty sure there's a couple. Pretty sure. Melon says no. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Because I remember distinctly saying there aren't any good Camaros in the game. And somebody was like, yes, there are. Yes, there are. And they named off like all these Camaros and said, those were all great. They're all good live racers. And I'm just like, I don't have an experience with any of those cars, so I don't know for sure, but. So I don't remember who said that or when it was, but I guess they must have been full of it because Melon and William D are saying, no, there's no good ones. Yeah, I don't have experience with every single car in the game just because there's so many of them. I know a lot about how the game works and how to play the game, but I don't know everything about all of the 1,000 cars. I think we're up to like 1,200 now or something like that. 1,200 cars, 1,100 cars, something ridiculous. They just keep adding more. Pretty soon we're going to have like 12 million cars in the game, and it's going to get insane. It's going to get crazy. Bam. Bam. I don't know why, but I've always liked driving this car. It's not that great anymore, but it's a really fun car to drive. Alright, we're on race number 43 out of race number 60. Ark says, I might reinstall the game just to win this car. There you go. Do it. 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 Do it to it. Don't ask. Don't ask. 3, 2, 1, go. I can't remember what RPM I'm supposed to shift into second at, but I know if you get it at just the right RPM, this car does run faster. Alright, Star said, Ark, I had to reset my phone for CSR to work. Interesting. I need a new phone. My battery is crapping out on mine. I bet I've had it for 3 or 4 years now, and I'm thinking about getting a OnePlus Nord because they're like $200. You can get them for like $200. 3, 2, 1, go. I see you can now get the OnePlus 12R for $400. I mean, that's a heck of a phone. But I'm cheap. I don't want to spend no $400 or $500 on a phone. JP says, all right, 50 miles per hour. Thank you, JP. I appreciate that. Wait, why am I going crazy? Click fast. Why do you say that? What? Austin something or the other there says, my game glitched and I was able to lock in an Abarth. I hope you didn't. If you lock the Abarth into this, more than likely you'll never be able to finish the event if you're trying to. So if you're talking about this Ferrari event, the 90s Rewind event, I really hope you didn't lock that in. I mean, I guess there's a chance the event could adjust to the car's time, but I would be really surprised if it would work. What's the best car you bought with real money? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me go look. Let me go look. I'll tell you which one I used the most that I actually paid for. Alright, so here's my garage of my favorite cars. So I really like this Bel Air. I paid for that one. Ooh, yeah. This right here, this is my favorite one that I paid for. I'm pretty sure this was a car I bought for 20 bucks. I don't know why, but it's a really good live racer, and it's just a beautiful car. Like, I love the way that it looks. I like driving it. It's just a really cool car. I think this is probably my favorite, surprisingly. Love this car. Absolutely love it. So, probably that. Now, this car I bought for 20 bucks, I really like it. This car I bought for 20 bucks, I really like it. This car I bought for 20 bucks, it's really good. But I'm going to have to say, I think that muscle car is going to be my favorite. I really like the Trezzo Millenio that I bought. So out of the cars that I paid real money for, those and this Ford Escort right here. I love this Ford Escort for some reason. But those are some of my favorite cars that I paid real money for. William D says the Pig. Yeah, the Pig's also a really good car. I got that one. I don't know if I ever upgraded it though, because I never upgraded it or I never moved it over to my live racing lobby or garage. But I like this thing. This is one of my favorite cars in the game right here. This little thing is a live racing monster. Like, it just destroys almost everybody easily. That car was totally worth the 20 bucks. So was that muscle car. William D says you're missing out. Nah, man, I got like 94 cars that are good at live racing. That might be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but I got so many good live racers, I think I'm okay without some of them. Turbo says, love the classic. Yeah, I wish they would add more classic cars. I wish they would add more 1950s cars and more muscle cars, but I don't know. It'd be nice. 3, 2, 1... go. Second, third, nitrous. Boop, 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 boop. Blop, blop. Star says, if you have... oh, Ark says, Star, if you have multiple Google accounts, sometimes the game confuses and chooses the wrong account instead of the account with CSR data. Yeah, you know, you should never run more than one account on one device. Like, basically, if you're going to run more than one account, you want to have 2 phones. Each one needs to have a different email address, because a lot of times if you're trying to switch accounts back and forth on one phone, sometimes the game will actually erase one of your accounts. So you never want to run more than one account on the same phone. So my advice would be get a second device, whether it's a tablet or a phone. Make sure it's capable of playing the game. Set that up with a second email address if you're going to start a second account. Or if you have a PC and you can do the emulator, you can set up a emulator instance as its own account as well. Sco910, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Melon said the Hoonigan Camaro 632 is a good car. You know, I think not all of the Kin Block cars, but most of the Kin Block cars are nice. Why am I slowing down? This is not live racing. Austin says something about 90s rewind. William says, upgrade the Pig. I wonder if I have it upgraded. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I have it, actually. I think I have it. I don't know if I have that car or not. I may or may not have that car. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I got all the Kin Block cars except for maybe 1 or 2 of them. Jim said, yeah, I lost my old account because of that. Well, basically, my iPad is old and did not manage CSR2, so I had to switch to phone and start from scratch. Rev Monster, how's it going? Is the Dutch Boys Hot Rod Camaro worth the 3.9 thousand gold? It seems to have purple stars. Well, Dutch Boys Camaro. I'm trying to remember which one that is offhand. So one thing about purple stars is purple stars are a rarity rating. Just because something has purple stars doesn't necessarily mean it's a good car, right? So if a car has 5 purple stars, that means it's supposed to be extremely rare. If a car has 5 gold stars, that's the next rarest. If it has 4 gold stars, it's the next rarest. Then, you know, that's kind of how that works. But I don't really remember that car being anything too crazy good. I hope I'm thinking of the correct car, but I don't remember that one being great, honestly. I mean, it's kind of one of those cars where if you really like it, I think that's a really unique looking car. So it might be like one of those deals where it's going to be really, really hard to get it again, but I don't think it's a good car, but I think that would be a cool car to have. Let's look that up. Let me see if I even have that one. I probably don't, but let's find the Dutch Boys Camaro real quick. I want to make sure it's the car I'm thinking of. Oh, it's the second locking car for American Road Trip. I see a few people saying it's not that good. I don't know if I have a video on that car or not. Like, I might even have a video on how to drive that car, possibly. Normally, if I do a how to drive video, I show like the stage 5 setup, stage 6 setup. I talk about, you know, if it's good for live racing, and I do a review on it. So I may or may not have one, but let's go find Chevrolet. Let's look for the Dutch Boys Camaro. Let's check this out. Ah, it's that one. Okay, that's not the car I was thinking about. Yeah, I don't think this one was that great, honestly. It looks like there's 2 of them. There's a red one, and there's a blue one. Why there's 2 different ones, I don't know, but now, me personally, unless I absolutely needed to do this for the event, I would probably just go ahead and pass on it. But that's me. Let's check something else out. Let's go over to where the event cars are. There's probably a tab for this event, right? Here it is. West Virginia. What else is available to buy with gold right now? So you can buy a Super Snake with gold. You can buy one of these with gold. Oh, wait. It's not... Oh, you can only buy the one with gold, I guess. The red one. So a lot of these you're not going to be able to get. Huh. That's kind of weird they got them in here if they're not part of the event or if you can't get them. So yeah, there's only the Super Snake and the red Dutch Boys. I mean... If you're not doing the event, I don't think I would personally buy that car, but if you got more gold than you know what to do with and you just kind of like it, sure, go for it. But yeah, that's not one of the better cars in the game. JP says the Dutch Oven Camaro. I guess you could bake some bread in that. Is there an Aston Martin V12 Speedster? Yeah, there is. Not a good car, though, unfortunately. We do have one of those in the game. Turbo says, yes, I like Shaq Segura. Oh, Shaq Segura is terrible. It looks awesome. It's a great looking car, but it's a terrible car, unfortunately. When I got it, I started dumping a bunch of parts into it, and then I realized, wait a second, this is really bad. And then I was upset. I'm like, man. I was very disappointed with that car. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, it's one of those deals where you may never be able to get the car again. So if you really like it or just want to have it in your collection, that's about the only time it's really worth the gold. That, or if you need to run the event with it. Rev says, it's just rare to see Purple Star cars obtainable with gold. It is, actually. You do see that occasionally when there's an event, but most of the time, not. Turbo says, the blue looks sick. Rando says, is any Cohen singing the game good? Yeah, the Gameras are awesome and the Agiras are really good. Or is it Ragira? I think it's Agira. I get confused. Like the CSR2 edition or the Ghost package. Is that the Ragira or the Agira? I think it's the Agira. My gosh, I'm having a brain fart over here. But Gamera is one of the best cars in the game because it's very tunable. It's really weird. It doesn't... The weird tuning doesn't work like most cars that have weird tuning, but if you figure out the Gamera, it does a lot of crazy stuff. Star says, motor oil flavored bread. I think I would pass on that. Thank you, though. I would pass on that. Yeah, Koenigseg's got some nice cars in this game. I think there's a couple of them. There's a couple of them that suck, but most of them are good. Arc says Regeras, Gameras, and Jescos. I know the Jesco's really fast. I think that's a Dyno Buster. I don't remember if the Jesco's got a good live racing setup or not, but it is a pretty cool car. William D, man. How could you say such a thing? He says Shaq sucks. What did Shax ever do to you, William D? Why you gotta be mean to Shax? Actually, I think Shax is kind of a shady character, so you might be right. You might be right. I'll agree with you. Shax is a shady dude. Stay away from Shax. JP says the Vice Grip Garage. You know, Vice Grips are probably like one of the worst tools ever that existed. Like, a Vice Grip would kind of have to be your last resort. Or you're going to tear up your screw heads and stuff. I don't know. Ark says Donna sucks. Man, you guys are brutal today. You guys are brutal. Peace Off says the Regera CSR version is my Elite RP maker. Yeah. So it's the Regera. The Regera is the good one. The Agera must be the one that sucks then. Oh yeah, the CC850. That's a really cool car. I forgot about that one. They added that car. That's a beast. That car is really good. I like it. I know I have that one and I don't remember if I've upgraded it or not, but 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. All right, we got it. What race am I on now? We're on 57 out of 60. So far, so good. So this is where things might get interesting. What I've noticed is the last 2 or 3 races are usually the ones that start getting really hard. So we're on 57. Race number 57. Denver Hoff says, please don't make Donna angry. Yeah, you're gonna piss off Donna, and she's going to give us all bad crates. Don't say anything bad about Donna ever. You're gonna make the rest of us suffer for your meanness towards Donna. I'm telling you. Never say bad things about Donna, or we all suffer. Star says, Donna came after you one day. Alright, here comes race number 58. So far, this has been really easy. I hope I just didn't jinx myself, which I probably did. I probably just jinxed myself, but so far, it's been really easy. Three, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I think I have been shifting into second too early on this car. That's alright though. So far so good. We're winning all the events. Can you use the Enzo in Conduits challenge? Alright, so put it this way. Oh no, it shows extreme. Alright, put it this way. If you get enough parts on the Enzo, you'll have no problem beating the tier 5 Tempest events with the Enzo. As long as you have enough parts, you will be all good. Most tier 5 cars, especially some of the faster ones, will do very well if you have enough parts installed. Guys, 59, look, it's been easy until now. Now they're like, we're going to make it really hard for you. So what do we got to do here? Is this a speed trap? Is this a sprint race? No, it's not. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. And if I can beat the dyno by enough, I can beat this car. Got him. Got him. Extreme my buttocks. All right. I don't remember what Kaya's car is offhand, but I don't remember Kaya being a tier 5 boss. That's a tier 4 boss, actually. Yeah, he's tier 4, I think. So, for Tempest tier 1, you have to have a tier 1 car. For Tempest tier 2, you have to have a tier 2 car. For Tempest tier 3, you need a tier 3 car, and so on, so... Alright, here comes the last race. And it looks like I'm going to be okay. JP, I've seen a lot of people tear stuff up with vice grips. They clamp it on there, and next thing you know, the vice grip cuts into the metal, and it puts all these grooves on them, and then you start putting your wrench on there, and then they strip out. I've seen a lot of people, it's probably people who are misusing the vice grips, but I've seen a lot of people mess things up with vice grips. Oh yeah, yeah, it's tier 3, you're right. That's a 3, yeah, you need a tier 3 car with that, so the Enzo will not work for a tier 3 Tempest. Rev says the Sylvia S15, that is a tier 4 car. And I really, really like the Sylvia S15, the tier 4 car, but it doesn't hit the, it's either the top speed or the acceleration. It doesn't do one of those properly for Tempest. For the last Tempest race, you got to do 0 to 60 in about 1.3, and you have to do over 260 miles per hour. I think that car can do one of those, but it can't do both, so that's not going to get you through there. Hey Sam, what's up, buddy? Sam's birthday was yesterday. All right, man. Hope it was a good birthday. 22 years old. Not bad, not bad. I remember being 22. Now I'm 94. I don't like it. Oh, Kaya's S15. Yeah, that's a pretty lousy car, actually. You're talking about the Boss S15. There's a tier 4 Sylvia that's a really cool car, and I like it a lot. For some reason, it does great at live racing, even though it shouldn't. If you max out the tier 4 Sylvia, it's a really good live racer. That's without any of the Elite Customs upgrades on. I forgot they recently made that an Elite Customs car. Alright, did we just win the car? Or is there another one? There's another race. Crazy Gaming, what's up, buddy? He says, I only have 3 gold keys. Yeah, 3 gold keys, unfortunately. Oh, there we got it. All right, we have the We have the thingy dingy right here. Cool. Cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to upgrade this or not, but I might. I'm really thinking about upgrading this because it has a pretty decent live racing setup. I like the way it looks. I'm probably going to upgrade it for the live racing. What's up, Goku Vegeta? How you doing today? All right, so we made it. Nice. All right, so let me find my Enzo again. Now I'm going to set up my Enzo for live racing and go test it out. Let's live race the Enzo. All right, upgrades. Yeah, you know, it takes a long time to save up golden keys. Like, you probably get about 10 golden keys per month on average, so they don't give out very many, unfortunately. They don't give out very many at all. I hope this one doesn't require Stage 6 parts to be good, because I don't really have a bunch of Stage 6 parts for it. Alright, so that's kind of the standard way you set one of these up for live. Oh, we got good numbers. Cool. The numbers are decent already. Let's see if we can boost them up by a tune. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're almost up to 1700. So we got 11.9. That's going to put us in the 12-second lobby, which is just about perfect. I'm going to try and get it set up as close to 12 seconds as possible. Ooh, it's getting faster. Hold on a second. 11.896. 9.35. 12.0. Let's give that a go. If I can get this to run 12.0, it should run really well. I mean, yeah. I remember really liking the numbers on this car. Can we hit 12.0? Let's find out. That's a lot of Evo points for only a couple of parts installed. Alright, 12.0. Can we do it? Yes. It ran faster than 12.0. Let's go live races. Let's go run it and see if it performs the way it should. Yeah, we got 1695. That should do very well with these numbers. I mean, I can always retune it a little bit to gain some more Evo back, but that got me right in the lobby where I want to be. So let's test it out. Let's find out. Hello? I pressed the button. Do something. Alright, live racing. 9 out of 15. Crap, I didn't do any live races yesterday. I must have forgot to live race yesterday. Oh well. Because I'm still on the same numbers. I don't want to live race that car. Well, what is that? Is that the Aventador SV Coupe? I should be able to beat this pretty easy. This should be a pretty easy win right here. Unless this car actually sucks, but it shouldn't. Alright. Not as easy as I thought, but we did it. Crazy Gaming said today is his birthday. Hey man, happy birthday! Crazy Gaming, what keys are you trying to get, my friend? I mean, you basically just play the game, right? Do all your little daily races, live race, do the Prestige Cup if you have the car, run showdowns. You know, just playing daily gives you keys, right? You should be able to make about 500 or 600 silver keys every season. Gold keys, you're probably going to get about 10 10 gold keys per month. So just general playing earns keys. Now, if you're doing the paid events, if you're actually spending money and doing the paid events, you'll earn more gold keys out of those. So paid players earn a lot more gold keys than free players. So paid events almost always give out some gold keys. Oh, I'm going to lose this one. I'm going to slow down. I ran, what time did he run? Yeah, he ran 11.8. I'm not surprised. That car is a destroyer right there. That car is a beast. A beast, I tell you. But, I mean, you just kind of got to look at the little daily events and see which ones are giving out keys, because there's a lot of them in there that do give out keys. And every time there's a new season, there's a big race on the map that gives out keys as well. Let me try and challenge this guy again. Those supers are good live racers, so this should be a nice fair race. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second. The thing that gives out yeah, I said something wrong there. The thing that gives out these silver keys, the 50 race deal, that's silver keys, not gold keys. I'm sorry. I misspoke on that one. Alright, I don't know what happened there. That guy disconnected or something. But it takes forever to get those gold keys. As far as tokens, you got to make sure you do as many showdown. When it comes to Elite Tuners tokens, just so we're clear, Elite Tuners tokens, you got to run a lot of showdown races and do all the Elite Tuners events that you can. And those are the main ways you're going to get it. I think once or twice per season, there's a little thing up there that's a 15 race deal. I just made a video about how to get tokens a couple of days ago. But mainly, I mean, you just look at the little stuff on the map every day and see what's giving out the stuff. But the main two ways is Showdown and Elite Tuners events. Those will give you the most elite tokens out of everything. And then there's a few ways to get a few more here and there. Unfortunately, you know, there's not enough Elite Tuners events in the game to really get a whole bunch of tokens, but... Alright, let's try and race that guy. I don't think I've ever seen that car in that green color. I kind of like it. Crazy Gaming says I'm ranked 25, but I didn't get the race pass. Alright, so it looks like what they're doing is they're giving newer players something called the Rookie Pass. And after you complete 2 Rookie Passes, I guess you start getting the race pass. That's how we believe it works at the moment. Oh, he got me! I might try to... So this car may not be like the world's greatest live racer on these parts, but... What's up, Jatin? How you doing? Nice to see ya. So there's definitely some cars that can easily beat this Enzo, but it's kind of seems decent. It doesn't seem like it's going to be like a wonderful live racer. I could probably throw a couple more parts on there and retune it and see how that goes. Now this car will probably destroy me. I don't expect to win this race. Oh, he refused. Okay. I think that's the car that usually beats everybody up. Alright, hold on. Nobody's picking up anyway. Let me throw a stage 5 transmission on this and maybe a couple body parts and see what that does. Let's try this out. Let's play with the tune on this a little bit. Jack, I'm doing good, bud. Thanks. Glad you're doing good. Alright, does that boost us up a lot? A little bit. What happens if we add like a stage 4 body? That goes down. What about a stage 6 body? I don't know if it likes that. honestly. I don't have a stage 6 transmission, unfortunately. Let's go put the body back to stock. So let's go retune this again. Where are we at? Where are we at? Jan says Eminem's new album is fire. Haven't heard it actually. I haven't heard any Eminem songs for a while. I used to like him a lot back in the day. Alright, I'm just going to tune this for highest Evo, then we'll go back and try it out. 723, 734, 750. Let's try that. Let's go live race it now and see if it works. If not, I'll play with it a little bit more. I like to be right at the fastest part of the lobby, or just a little bit faster. But sometimes just a simple tweak on the tune, or it might need the stage 6 transmission. There's a good chance I really need the stage 6 transmission for this car to do well, but the numbers look pretty decent. Normally cars with numbers that look like this do halfway good. Okay, that didn't come out right. All right, nobody can race me. Oh, there we go. Dark Horse. Those are... Oh, man. Well, it disconnected us. This is one of the reasons I don't spend so much time live racing anymore, is just trying to find somebody to live race some days is a freaking nightmare. I mean, I can guarantee I'm going to beat this guy. This poor guy is probably not going to stand a chance here. I mean, that's a nice car, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there'll be a better car than this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, that's not the Lambo I thought it was. That one probably has a good live racer, so I might be able to get him, or he might get me. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. All right, I got him. Nice, nice. Yeah, I put stage 6 body on, and it made my numbers worse, so. All right, he ran a 12.1. So I wonder if changing the tune just gave this car a lobby advantage. Let's find out. Interesting. Melon says you just don't know how to tune it. Sweet and sour. Man, that Enzo looks weird in that color. I don't know if I like that. 3, 2, 1, go. I like the red one a lot better, honestly. That looks odd in black. It doesn't look right. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but Ferraris look funny in a lot of different colors. Like, they look good in red and they look good in yellow. So he ran a 12.0. I might still be in the 12.0 lobby with this thing. Jack says, what's the best car to use for the second Tempest 2? Alright, so if you have the Porsche Boxster, the little 718 Boxster, that's a really good car. Or if you have the BMW 325i with a bunch of those elite tokens put into it to unlock more parts, that can be very good as well. So those are the main cars I would say that are good for Tempest 2, that are a little bit easier to get. But no, it takes forever to find a live racing partner. All right, this guy is driving a car which I don't think is restored, so I would never live race a car that I can't tune. 3, 2, 1, go. It's starting to catch up. It might not be a bad live racer as is. I don't know. Turbo says SV Diablo with yellow color. Yeah, the Diablos look good in yellow. Crazy Gaming says, what's your favorite car? Oh man, I ran way too fast again. I don't know, I got a lot of cars that I really like in this game. Like a lot. Melon says, you'd be surprised. About what? I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else. Alberton says, the black looks great on the Ferraris and Lamborghinis. I do like black Lamborghinis, but I don't think I like black Ferraris. I don't know, Ferraris just look really good in red. That's just me though. Oh, Melon says the Porsche. 3, 2, 1, go. Black's one of my favorite colors for cars, but there's just some that I don't like in certain colors, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty decent car. I'm probably running it too fast. I'm going to go ahead and run a really slow one. So everybody, our stream time is just about up. But I don't really have a favorite car. I mean, there's so many cars in this game that I like a lot. I don't exactly have a favorite. Okay, let's race this guy. Opponent's busy. There's so many good cars in this game, it's not even funny. Noonie, so when you finish a Legends car, you can actually tune it and then make it much faster. I don't think you can tune them before they're restored, if I remember correctly, so pretty much any Legends car that's not restored is probably going to drive like crab sandwiches. 3, 2, 1, go. Now this should give me a run for my money. Who's going to win? I'm actually going to go ahead and let him win because I ran some faster races. I want to run a nice slow one because I don't want to get my lobby pushed too much, right? I'm running faster than the lobby. I could have easily won that car, but I mean that race, but I slowed down. A pink Ferrari. Kirby, I don't think we have any pink Ferraris, do we? Alright, so this will be the last race here. Here, let me challenge him again. Now, I believe you can... I think you can change the Ferrari the F12 Berlinetta. I think you can paint that pink, actually. I don't know if it comes pink out of the crates, but I think one of the choices is pink. Herbie's seen it in real life. I've only seen a couple of Ferraris in real life, and they've always been red. I've seen a couple of Lamborghinis, and I think those have all been red as well. Oh, look, he's in the Fast and Furious car. Check that out. You don't see that car very often. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I'm not going to hit my nitrous and see what happens. Oh, that was a good race. Alright, so that was still 11.9. It still ran faster than the lobby time, even without the nitrous. So, yeah, I think I found a pretty good setup for this. I like it like this. It seems like it's doing very well. I just keep running too fast. Alright, so that's pretty much it for our stream time today, guys and girls. Let me go ahead and be like, ending soon screen. I'll tell you what. I like the Enzo. The Enzo's a cool car. I think if you get a stage 6 transmission for it, it does way, 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 way better. I can't remember if the stage 6 body and the stage 6 transmission help it out, but it's definitely a cool car. But I'm glad I won the little Ferrari. I'm probably going to upgrade that for a live racing setup as well. It looks like it should do pretty decent. I can't guarantee it's going to be like the world's best live racing car, but the numbers look like it should do okay without the stage 6 parts, and probably way better, probably really good with the stage 6 parts. But I want to say thank you guys for coming out. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for hanging out with me on the live streams. I really appreciate it big time. I'll be back on Sunday for some sort of live racing stream. I might even try and set up that the Testarossa for live racing on Sunday if I get around to it. I might, if I remember to upgrade it before then. I got a bad memory, so I may or may not remember to upgrade it. I should probably do that now, but I'm too lazy. Miguel, yeah, see you Sunday, buddy. But thanks for everybody. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Glad you liked the videos. Hopefully you guys find them helpful, and we will catch you later. Have a great day. You guys are awesome.